Greetings, wise ones. This is Melissa of 8th House Wisdom, author, psychotherapist, astrologer, feminine energy, and stellar planning expert. I'm here with the video to talk about the snow moon of 2023, which is the Leo full moon. It's going to bring an element of the unexpected along with a fated meetup between the Zodiac's cosmic lovers, Venus and Mars. If you'd like to learn more about the lunar wisdom formula for this full moon and what the astro weather brings, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Welcome to the first full moon of the Lunar New Year. We're back 2 weeks later in the shadow of the Aquarius new moon and the start of the Water Rabbit Lunar New Year. And we have the snow moon, which is Native American convention and name of 2023 in the sign of Leo at 16 degrees. We've had some interesting astro weather because Aquarius and the sun in Aquarius, as well as the new moon, have highlighted group and community interactions, cooperations, being more social, as well as focusing on our career gains, because the 10th house of Capricorn is where we have our outward facing and public image as well as career, and then the second house to the 10th house, which is the 11th, or Aquarius, that gives us an indication of how we're going to be making money or how we're going to be reaping the benefits of our social connections and the public-facing aspects of ourselves. And that was really good energy considering we started the year off in retrograde season, ending really a very long retrograde season, and those were holdovers from 2022. And we had to wait for Mars and Mercury to go direct to really begin to feel a sense of renewal. But I love that the first full moon of the year is in Leo because it immediately evokes royalty and the king and queen archetype that Leo represents. This full moon is the completion of the Leo new moon, which occurred in July of 2022, July 28th to be exact. This moon is also bringing benefits and seeds that are harvested from the 2022 8/8 Lionsgate, which again also opens up a portal to Sirius and happens during Leo season. So this is the 6-month signature that happens when we get to the second half of the zodiac when it comes to full moons. So it will be a good idea for you to think back to some of the things that happened around that time as we move ahead and think about what's occurring in our current astro weather. Friday, February 3rd, brings a 10th square from Uranus, which is the modern day ruler of Aquarius, known for its disruption. That's been in Taurus, which has, been affecting our financial sector. With the sun, which is in Aquarius, which means financial shakeups, and particularly on a global level or a communal level, since, funny enough, the sun represents the one person or the ego, but the sun is in the sign of community and society at large. So there could be shakeup in your personal finances as well as global finance in general as we reach the peak of this full moon. And then on Saturday, February 4th, we're experiencing Mars in Gemini and Venus in Pisces doing a nice little square dance at 11 degrees in their respective signs. Squares are aspects that bring tension, but good tension. It gives 4 sides to things, right? And so the tense points are when we meet the corners and we have to figure out how to fuse a vision together. But you want this kind of tension because it can lead to growth. Mars is making its way out of Gemini, and so it's crossing some paths that it's already been at. And so you may be having a redo because we're still in that shadow of a conversation, perhaps something that occurred in late October, November. And Venus is in Pisces, which Venus is at its exaltation. So we're in a mutable square dance. That means that we're in a... Mutables are the mavens. They're the communicators and the dual energy signs of the Zodiac. So Mars and Venus are the cosmic lovers. Mars is the archetypal man. Venus is the archetypal feminine. So this is the divine feminine and masculine. And when they meet up, either in the same sign or at corners, it brings added passion and romance to anything. There will be tension to this weekend in their afterglow. There also be, again, Venus also rules money. So there could additionally be some things around money, value, and worth that come up as a result of this. And in the same vein, since we're having Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus is another Venus-ruled sign, there could just be some real personal struggles with getting on the same page, finding it difficult to really be cooperative and beautiful the way that Venus wants to, maybe a little bit more Martian, as Mars and Uranus tend to be more active, fighty kind of energies, with Uranus kind of wanting to lead a revolution and sometimes rebelling without a cause, and Mars being a little bit more circumspect and saying, I really don't really want to fight. I'll only fight if I have to, and I'm going to give it a once over and really think about things. So, these are important things to think about, especially because Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius are all fixed signs or authority signs, so they have difficulty with giving up ground and a tendency to engage in a power struggle. This becomes more of a karmic and spiritual kind of invitation to say, well, what are you fighting for? And what are you really trying to yield here? Because we are in the time of Aquarius where cooperation can occur. It just may require backing down off of our ego-driven selves, which Leo tends to rule, and shifting to Aquarian mode to think about the collective goodness in a situation. This full moon in Leo is calling, with the sun in Aquarius, is calling you to be unique and bold at the same time, to bring fun and to figure out where you need to show up with courage and a lion heart in an aspect of your life. Checking out your chart will definitely, and the area of your chart ruled by Leo will definitely give you an indication of where that will be. This is also a full moon to be romantic and sentimental. Look, there's going to be drama, so embrace it. Be creative and shine. Put your energy behind your passion. Think about things that ignite your soul and are restorative. And just know this is super potent energy with a lot of astral weather happening around it, and it being the first full moon of the Lunar New Year. So, look out. And remember that anything that you were working on manifesting at the Lunar New Year, this is the time to do your final fertilizing and to release it so that nature can take its course. You've fertilized, you've watered, you've given it love, you've set up that regular schedule. You will not stand over your seed and ask it every day, when will it sprout? You trust and you allow that sacred and natural cycle and process to occur. That's an ever-present reminder for all of us. Remember that anyone with an Aquarius or Leo sun, moon, or rising is going to be really greatly impacted by this lunation, wherever Leo is in your birth chart. There's also going to be strong connection to any of the subjects or things that you've had going on in your houses ruled by Taurus and Aquarius. And so Taurus is my 12th house or my blind spot. Aquarius actually is where my midheaven is. It's my 9th house, and I have a 9th house midheaven. And Leo is my 3rd house of communication. For me, in particular, this is a big one because I not only have my MC and my IC, actually. So the top and the bottom, the lowest point, my point of roots and my points of roots and ancestors, and my highest potential in the signs of Leo and Aquarius. But I'm a natal Scorpio, and I have a number of planets at 16 degrees. My Mars is in Leo at 16 degrees. My Venus is in Scorpio at 16 degrees. My moon is in Sagittarius at 16 degrees. My rising sign is at 16 degrees Gemini. So my chart is going to be fully lit up. And the Lunar Wisdom Formula for me lets me know that this is a big deal for me related to communication and media and the like. And that there will be themes related to my emotions in my home, my energy and my drive with Mars, my emotions in my home with the moon, love and money with Venus, and again, since Mars is also in my rising sign, also my body and my personal brand and sense of image. For you to know more about how to break down the lunar wisdom formula for yourself and understand how this moon will impact you, head over to my blog so you can get the breakdown of what sign will be impacted according to your rising sign, and if you don't know that, your sun sign. And it's good to know both because you do have two charts. And last but not least, this is really a powerful time to reset and to think about romance, again, love, creativity, and the things that make you passionate. Some full moon releasing prompts, because the full moon is for detoxing and releasing in Leo. Where do you lack confidence? And what's currently preventing you from moving forward? If you were already who you were destined to be, how would anything be different? Where are you putting too much emphasis on what people around you think you should be doing? And how can you do that less? And last but not least, how can you stop being so serious and productive or working too much and instead embrace more breaks to play and have fun? Leo is the sign of fun, games of chance, and play. Emotionally, our bodies will want to do that because that's the phase that the moon is in. So go with the flow so you don't get dragged. That's one of the best benefits of following the lunar wisdom formula. I hope that you've got something useful from this video and breakdown of the current astro weather and lunar report. As always, I want to support you as best you can and give you a reminder. The next 2 weeks, you're going to feel tired. Full moons to new moons are for self-care. And the more you do that, the better you'll feel and the faster your manifestation results will show up. If you'd like to know more about how to apply the lunar wisdom formula in your life, check out my 2 DIY guides that are available for instant download. The lunar wisdom formula with the 2023 updates that will provide you with all of the information necessary to apply this formula throughout the entire year, and the lunar wisdom formula for beauty and self-care, which can help you align your self-care efforts throughout the entire lunar cycle, but definitely during this 2-week phase of the waning cycle, to recharge your battery and really allow the lunar energy and magic to help give you a power assist in attracting and manifesting the things that you want in your life and improve your beauty regimens and overall feelings around self-care. To do that best, I really got you covered. Head over to the link in the description below and get a free copy of your birth chart, because that's what's going to help you be able to know, in addition to having checking out my blog, where everything in your chart is so you can best apply the astral weather in real time in your life. And of course, full moons are perfect periods of time to charge your crystals. I love crystals. Check the link in the description below to get your ethically sourced high quality crystals, and make sure to use my coupon code 8th House Wisdom in order to get 11% discount on any purchases. Last but not least, I want to support you in having the best 2023 ever. I'm a stellar planning expert, and I'd love it if you check out the stellar planning video for 2023, which can help you to understand how to triple your blessings and manifestations for 2023 by understanding the annual energies to look out for, and will give you the missing piece to your planning process to really work the energy for your highest good. To go along with that, get a free copy of my 2023 Stellar Year Blueprint. That is what this free training is based on, and it is my love offering to democratize astrology for everybody and help you understand the power of stellar planning and what it can do to help put you in alignment to experience greater ease and grace, and not feel like you're being dragged along from meeting to meeting, day to day, with plans that just don't help you feel the way that you want to feel. And of course, last but not least, if you would love a higher touch for that process, I have a full program at my school, the Wisdom Beacon, that is set up with multimedia lessons and a workbook, as well as meditations and other processes to really help you arc out a 12-month plan for 2023, not just based on what you want to do, but also in light of what we know will be happening astrologically, so you can make the best use of your plans in the astral weather and get the life that you want and deserve, tripling your blessings in 2023. As always, wise ones, I am wishing you many blessings for this Leo full moon. It will be a powerful time. Make sure to ground yourself so you don't end up with too much of a full moon hangover. And remember, this is Aquarius season, so this time of year is best spent in a collective, in a community, with friends, and with making your dreams come true. That's the power of astrology, to help us align our desires with the right timing to experience greater ease. As always, wise ones, life does come with an instruction manual. It's written in the stars. Until my next video, sending you lots of light and love. Take care.